So first of all, with this water heater, it is installed in a closet on the floor. You can see the carpet here. There is no pan, there is no drain. Now sometimes I get it, it is impractical or impossible to add a pan and a drain in some instances, and I get that. I totally get that. However, you've still got to have a pan and maybe put an alarm inside the pan. What they've done here is put a floor alarm, which is a great idea. However, what if it's leaking somewhere else and the floor is sloped away from that? This will be useless. The other thing is this temperature pressure relief valve. This is your safety valve. If it gets too hot, builds up too much pressure, that's how it protects itself. It releases here. It cannot be trapped. It cannot go uphill. The in-house maintenance guy says, no, that is perfectly acceptable and to code. I chuckled. Anybody can look up for free building codes at iccsafe.org. Chapter 28 is everything to do with water heaters, whether you're international code or the Florida code. Talks all about these. He clearly didn't know who I was, which is kind of funny. Next, the wiring here is supposed to be protected. It's got a self-sealed leak back here, which they completely just ignore because it's not dripping today. Okay, it's copper, it's old, and it's leaking. And speaking of, the guy looks at this and he says, "Oh, this is 2006, so it was okay back then." That's pretty impressive considering the data plate tells me it was manufactured in 2012. So I'm quite impressed there. So speaking of appliances with data plates, the serial number will tell you how old it is. This one here was manufactured in 2012. So kudos for the in-house maintenance guy. That is clearly brighter than I am. So the renter in this place brought up to management that the cabinet was damaged. So in-house maintenance came over to fix it, and this was the answer. They attempted to glue some cove mold to an already damaged cabinet. The guy comes over and he says, "This is how we fix things," without even considering why did it get damaged in the first place, right? Is there a leak underneath? Is this wet? I don't have my moisture meter because I'm out of town here, but this right here is akin to painting the ceiling and never fixing the roof leak. If you catch my drift, this is a long-term issue being so rotted like that. This provides all the conditions conducive to fungal growth. So when they come back to repair and they start disturbing this, you can cross-contaminate other areas of the apartment. So be careful and stand up for yourself. It's your health. And if you need some validation, you can always hire a professional home inspector to take mold samples, air samples, swab samples, whatever may be necessary. It's sent to the lab. Now you have a third-party report on exactly what exists if you need that kind of backup.